This isn't the video that I intended to put out today. It's Wednesday, and this video is going to be very late, but there's been some family news that has devastated my children. So I think today I'm going to talk about supporting my children. Yesterday, my middle daughter, gave me a call. Actually, before I go into anything, I just want to say I am still unsure as to whether I should be talking about this yet. It's very soon after we've had the news, and I don't know if it's the right thing to be doing, talking about it on my YouTube channel. But what I have decided is that if I do post this, I'm still in two minds about it. If I do post it, I'm going to keep it monetized, but I am going to donate any money that I receive for this video to Macmillan Foundation or Macmillan Charity Trust. So he was in hospital and they were going to discharge him, but because he had some bodily function issues, they did some more tests, and unfortunately they found out that he has cancer, and they found a mass in his intestines and in his lungs and in his spine, which has not got a good prognosis, as you can well imagine. So they are going to be doing lots more tests on him and seeing whether chemo will make him more comfortable and give him more time. My children, I call them my children, but I mean, one's almost 40 and, you know, they're all in their 30s, but to me, they'll always be my babies. And he is their dad. We were together for 28 years before I divorced him. It wasn't on good terms. I tried to keep it amicable at the beginning, but his behaviour warranted that I completely cut him off. I have always been open and honest with my children about what happened, and encourage them to keep a relationship going with him. So his life has ended up as it is, as such, due to his own decisions. It's caused his children a lot of grief. They are rallying around him as best they can. My two daughters have young children, both have a young child who needs to be looked after. Both have partners, thank goodness. Or actually all three of them have partners, thank goodness. And both have jobs. So they've got a lot on their plate at the moment. My eldest at the moment also has a very bad cold, so she's struggling. But she's the one that has driven down today to go to the hospital to sit with her dad whilst the doctors come and visit him. Mostly so she can understand exactly what's going on, and be able to tell the rest of to tell her brother and sister. I think the reason why I'm talking on YouTube about this is I am struggling with my conscience. He has been diagnosed with bipolar and has been diagnosed for quite some time now, over a decade, I think. I don't know exactly when it happened, but so he's had bipolar, which has obviously answered a lot of questions about his behaviour. And he struggles with his mental health. I guess what I'm trying to say is that I am feeling compassion and empathy towards him at the moment, and I'm considering going down to see him in hospital and to offer some support. He has no friends, decent friends, and he's both his parents are not alive any longer, so he only has his children, and they will struggle to go and see him on a weekly basis, really, with their lives the way they are, although they would love to go and see him as often as they can. I was with him for 28 years, and although we ended on a bad note. The past couple of years, we have managed to be civil to each other when we see each other at functions like christenings. We haven't had a wedding, but, you know, christenings. Deep down, he's not a bad person, but he's, as I say, he's made some really bad choices in his life. And I'm struggling. I want to help my children as much as I can. And I don't know whether going down to see him a couple of times for a couple of visits to give him some support. He's not doing very well mentally, my daughter has said today, and she's asked for the hospital to provide him some support whilst he's in the hospital. But it's really, at what point do you, not bury the hatchet, but at what point do you not even let go? I forgave him for what happened for my own mental sanity and to be able to move on and to let it go. It took me a very long time to forgive him. So I'm just really, I guess, and I've not really been looking at the camera, so I do apologise, but the story that I'm just trying to get across is I have forgiven him, and now he's in hospital. I have no love and I have no respect for him, but I do have empathy and I do have compassion because that's the person that I am. And I don't want to not be the person that I am because he is my ex-husband. Does that make sense? I really want to help my children out by going and helping, even sit with him for a couple of hours and talk about, if he's capable of talking, that is, you know, if he's capable of talking, we could have a conversation about lots of things, so many, you know, memories of people that we used to know, etc. But I have concerns about going to see him. That's probably the best thing to say. So yes, it's a bit of a strange one, this video, and I have rambled on a little bit. I guess I want to ask what your opinions are, but then I don't think you can really give an opinion because you don't know the full history, which I'm not prepared to give on YouTube. So I think that's probably not, that's not what I'm asking for. I think, actually, I'm probably going to ask, do you understand where I'm coming from? I don't know whether anybody has been in a similar situation where you parted on bad terms, but over the years you've managed to, I mean, how many years it is since we've been divorced? Maybe it's got to be 15 or 20 years since we got divorced. I don't even count. 17, 20, yeah, it must be getting on for 18, 19 or 20, I don't know, something along those lines. But we've, as I say, we managed to be able to talk to each other at functions where we're both invited to the same family get together. Doesn't happen very often, maybe once a year. University graduations we met, and christening recently we met. But that's it. I don't have any contact, no telephone numbers or anything like that. But yes, it's just, I want to help my children through this by offering some support to their dad so that they at least know that he's had someone else go visit him, because he has no family that will go. Both his parents have passed away and he's not close with his cousins. So as I say, it's just my children that he's got. But anyway, yes, I'll stop rambling. And again, I'm going to apologise that this is not the type, not my usual type of video. But it's been on my mind, and I couldn't really. I've got my script of what I was actually going to make a video about, but I couldn't settle to do that because this is the question that is on my mind at the moment. So as I say, any money that this video does provide, then that is going to go to Macmillan Support, because they do a good job. So I think that's the right thing to do. But yeah, I just wanted to talk about it. And really, if anybody has been in a similar situation with a family member or with an ex-husband or whatever, yes, it's an odd situation that I find myself in. My children are very strong. and they've all got partners, so they will be okay. Well, as okay as they can be, I guess. But thank you for listening. If you have watched it all the way through to the end, I know it's a ramble, and I know it's not my usual video, but as I say, this is something that has been on my mind all day today. And I guess I'm just looking for a little bit of understanding and a bit of support as to whether I would be doing the right thing if I did go and visit him. I've known him since I was 16. As I say, I was with him for 28 years, so I know him inside out. And he must be very scared, as would I be if I'd been given that kind of news. And he has, you know, mental health condition, which is not going to help him very much. So yeah, I just, the empathy and the compassion that I'm feeling at the moment is really strong. But yeah, thank you for listening, and thank you for supporting my channel. And next video will be a lot more uplifting, I promise. Anyway, take care, and yeah, have a good rest of the week. Bye bye.